And then all I do, mark a straight line across there. I just bang a screw in there. What's going on, people? Back again with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to install Architrave. Architrave is what goes around the door frame. So this door here, there's no nice finish. We're going to put that nice finish on. That is the Architrave. It's almost like a frame for the door. Here's one I've just done, and I'm going to show you some nice, quick, easy tips on how you can do it. It's really simple, really easy. So yeah, let's get on with it. So Architrave needs to be 6mm off of the frame, 6mm back. I don't know why, that's just how they do it. Something to do with hinges maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can see there, 6mm away from the edge. So I'm going to frame this door up. I need to be 6mm from the edge. Get yourself 6mm spacer, and you basically put it right on the edge and then just mark it with a pencil. So I'll try and do that. I can't do it one-handed. So that's how you get your 6mm spacing around the outside, and then you just follow that with your Architrave. So now we just measure from the floor to the corner of the door frame, but you've got to add your 6mm. So if you've marked your 6mm lines in the corners, which is what I suggest you do, you measure to that 6mm line marking from the floor, and this is 1990mm. I would probably do 1 or 2mm less than that so that you've got a little bit of room to play. Because there's going to be carpet going on the floor, you're not going to see if there's a tiny gap, whereas Architrave doesn't quite meet the floor. So that's 1990, and this side 1992, because the floor's not level. So I'll show you now a nice quick easy way to cut your Architrave and get the angles that you need. So here's how I'd mark up Architrave for cutting. So I know my angle to go that way. I'm just going to use a speed square and a circular saw. So if I put that on there and use a circular saw to cut that, I'll get the right angle. I'm going to flip it over because it's easier to use a circular saw that way. And then all I do, mark a straight line across there. So my 1990mm wants to go to that line. So I just bang a screw in there, bang a nail in there, sorry, not a screw. Just in front of the line. Tape measure on there. Mark it with a pencil where you want to cut it. And you just take your tape measure off, take the nail out, and you just make it from where you cut. Onto the line. Boom. There you go. Nice easy way to cut architrave. So I'll cut the two long pieces, we'll go stick that on the wall, and then we'll do the bit across the top. So I've got the two cuts, one's angled that way, one's angled that way. We'll stick them on the wall, lining them up, and then we can measure the bit across the top. So all I do to stick architrave on the wall is get some kind of contact adhesive. I like to use CT1, with really good stuff. It can be expensive, but you can get it on deals online. And basically, you just put a little bead across the back of the architrave. And you stick it on the wall, guys. It's really that simple. Sometimes you might have a bit of plaster on your woodwork, so you can just scrape that off with a sharp edge like a chisel, or I've got this metal ruler and I'll just scrape off any excess plaster from the old mudslingers, get that off. Basically I'm going to stick it on, lining it up with the lines, and then put a couple of nails in it, and that's it, it's in. So you want to make sure this edge here meets up with your 6mm line on the top there. And if you have used a bit of this contact adhesive, it's always a good idea to stick it on and just slide it up and down, just like that, just a little bit, just to spread the glue out. So that's on there at the top. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm happy with where the bottom is. And I'll just get a couple of nails and just drive them through, just to hold it in place while the glue dries. Little tiny nails, don't know if you can see them. You could use a nail gun if you've got one. I don't have one. I've never used one, but I imagine that they're good for this sort of thing. And you basically just drive a nail in and making sure that you're in line with your vertical line, and the corner of that of architrave meets your horizontal line that goes across the top here, because this is where, on that 6mm line, is where your cross member piece will sit. So I've put that nail in. I'm not quite happy actually with where that's sitting. So the good thing about using nails like this and not just firing them with a nail gun is you can make adjustments if you want. So I'm just going to pull that out so I can make a slight adjustment there. Don't worry about the hole because you're going to fill it in anyway with filler once you've painted it. So just readjusting. Making sure I'm happy with the line. Yeah, much happier with that one. I haven't driven the nail all the way in, let me show you. The nail sticking out ever so slightly, and that is because I'm going to drive it in with a nail punch, which I'll show you in a sec. nice easy bit. You basically just measure from that point to that point, and then you'll get your crossmember piece. Making sure you cut the angles the right way. And it'll just slide in there, stick some glue on it. So I'll do that now. And that's it. So measured from that corner to that corner, which is there to there, and that will just slide in, and we'll do the same again. A little bit of glue, a couple of nails, and that will be in position. I'll just show you one I did earlier, which the angle isn't perfect, so you can see it doesn't quite match up. I'll just put some decorator's cork in there, I'll squeeze it in with my finger, and then once you paint over it, you'll never know. So if you do get the angle slightly out, don't worry. A little bit of paintable cork, it's called Painter's Mate, where you can fill that in there, and I'd use the same stuff in the holes in the nails, and paint over it. No one will ever know, and it will look great. Really simple DIY job. So that's it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, this is not a how-to, and I will see you in the next one.